Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the WWE 2K25 series. Here, we have our PLE as the anniversary event, because I kind of put December as the anniversary event. Like I mentioned before, this goes based off of WrestleMania as their year, so it's kind of a little lopsided, but we will do with what we can, work with. So we have this anniversary event, and this will be pretty much the entire video of this anniversary event, seeing if Ace Caveman can keep the title and whatnot. So we're gonna simulate all the matches, and he successfully retains the title against Sin Cara. We have new tag team champions of Elektra Lopez and Shotzi against Angels of Wrestling. Then we have Ralph Rufus beating Brody Hunter, Giovanni Vinci, and Cedric Alexander. Then we got Chris Danger beating Joe Coffey, Brandon Collins, and Oro Mensah. Dakota Kai winning against Isla Dawn, Sonya Deville, and Cora Jade. Karrion Kross beating Tyler Breeze, and Bishop Dyer retaining the title against Carlito. Now I think overall the feud between Carlito and Bishop Dyer is done, and I think with Karrion Kross and Tyler Breeze is as well. And then they won the tag team, so within a few weeks or whatnot, if Angels of Wrestling win them again, they will move up to NXT. Even though there's, like the men, there's no tag team division besides the Kabuki Warriors that is on it right now, they will still get moved up to NXT and see if they can win the titles and whatnot. And then at that point, if with the amount of, or the lack of teams, then it's either I would move teams down to NXT that are on Raw and SmackDown, but I'm trying to keep it as realistic as possible. So, and with all of that, and with I've changed some things with DIY, with the sources of saying Tommaso Ciampa is, once his contract is done, he's done, and he is no longer, showing up to tapings or whatnot, that he is removed himself. They removed from DIY. Johnny Gargano has gone singles run and everything else, so I removed that. I've added what I should have added before, but part of the White Six, they have Uncle Howdy, and then Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis of 2023 that they have in the game. They do have the DLC of the White Six and other superstars that I don't have at the moment. Eventually down the line, I will get those DLCs or the season pass or whatever to kind of keep it as current as possible, because there's Stephanie Vancure in there, Julia with the G, Jordan Grace, Motor City Machine Guns, and stuff like that. So, and stay tuned that, like I've mentioned before, there is another tag team in the tag team division, but it's not necessarily a tag team, it's a stable. So there's a new stable that I've created that also involves with the tag team, like I've mentioned, that I was going to create another tag team right away. So if these guys were to win it like twice, or retain it for 3 PLEs, they move up. So Ace Caveman, we can kind of probably look at when he got it. We can look at championships, or maybe not. I guess it goes to a certain length in time, because this is August and it started in May, so we've gone pretty quick with this. But to my recollection, he won it pretty... I would say that once I moved to... I think he's headed for 2 PLEs. So he's almost there. He has to hold it for 2 more months and then be on that PLE. So I'm not gonna spoil with the new people, so I'll take a look maybe at the rivalries if that kind of hints it away. Past rivalries. So Bishop Dyer has won that. Karen Cross has won that. So maybe he was part of a rivalry with Aiden Sky, but I don't think he was. There hasn't really been much rivalries within my promotion. That Dakota Kai won in September. Bishop Dyer and Carlito had one back in September that Carlito won. Carlito won in October. And then Akira won the championship over Lily. Then had the feud with Scarlett. Scarlett won the title, and then it was kind of like the best 2 out of 3, and Scarlett won, and that ended their feud. And then these 2 recently. So, and then I also did some stuff with other shows, like SmackDown didn't really have many in their divisions, so I've moved some pieces. They had a lot of people in the other, so like Tommaso Ciampa right now, he's in the other because I'm making it as realistic as possible. The women's division, they had like Kiana James that wasn't selected, Elba Fire, stuff like that, but I understand with also the Green Regime and stuff like that with Elba Fire and Piper. They probably could be in the tag team division, to be honest, because they don't really do any singles, and that is the Secret Hervis. So I'm going to edit that right now and put oh, it's only picking them, and it's not picking the Secret Hervis. So maybe I'll have to move Elba Fire, but I know I guess, oh, I see what's going on, because before it had, like when the game became made, I guess if you end up seeing the new team, we're going to delete them, even though they can be a tag team, but I think I've hid the team, so we'll go, nope, not tag teams, edit shows, go to SmackDown here, because they have the NXT, seems like, oh, the NXT has its own, I think NXT has the same tag teams, like it's, you know, the same title, so they have a decent amount of this going on right now. So Elba Fire, Piper, so there's at least 2 teams now. SmackDown division, we will add Chelsea Green back into it. She was a champ and now she's not. So that edits that. So now the Kabuki Warriors have a different team to go based, like go toe to toe with. So Montez Ford is a tag team and he's the 5th. So we will see how that goes. And then when I've edited the divisions, originally like the Miz and all that jazz, like the United States was like stacked with a lot of people. Like LA Knight was in it, the Miz, Drew McIntyre wasn't selected, so I moved him to the Undisputed Championship, stuff like that. And as you can see, there's 9 people here. You don't need... The Miz is a world heavyweight contender. Obviously, he is used in middle card, matches, being for the United States Championship and stuff like that. But he is that worthy of a wrestler that has, been to the top before. So I put him in there. LA Knight, he's won the U.S. title. Hopefully he gets a push after him, whether it be storyline or if he's actually injured from, the vision of doing what they did to him towards the end of the year and stuff like that. And hopefully he comes back with a push. So I put him in that contention of heavyweights. So Cody Rhodes is absolutely in there. Solo Sikoa, he could go back and forth, but I know he was, battling with Cody Rhodes and all of them when it comes to World Heavyweight Championships. Jacob Fatu hasn't been up there yet, so I kept him down there. Shinsuke Nakamura hasn't really been up in heavyweight contention and stuff like that. And Trick Williams has now officially on the WWE website been signed to SmackDown, so I moved him to the USA Championship. He may be in the heavyweight contention, but I figured with him just joining the main roster that he's going to work his way up and be with the United States Championship. And if he can, get better with reps and everything and have that live audience, that he will get to that world picture. I feel like he has great potential and everything else as a wrestler and what he has going on, especially with the little feud he had. I wouldn't say feud, but like a promo or something like that against Randy Orton to kind of, pave the way a little bit. So there's that. I have no idea who Kiana James is, so I just put her in the U.S. contention. Even if she's on the website, I haven't seen her in social media or anything in that nature, or if she is, then I haven't really paid attention to that, so I just put her for the U.S. title. There is an international championship that Becky's in, but within this game they have so many slots they don't have it, or the Intercontinental is what she's winning right now. That's probably what it is. There's so many slots within this game and there's no open slots, so they're in the heavyweight undisputed championship with Bianca, Tiffany, Charlotte, Tiffy time, Alexa, Jade, Candice, and Nia Jax. And no, I'm not just going to remove the championship and put Jade Cargill. It's literally simulated. I just let it go. The tag team division, even though Kit Wilson right now is doing a singles run, I'm acting like Elton Prince didn't get injured. So keeping Pretty Deadly alive. Los Garza, even though they're kind of doing AAA right now. And then, like I mentioned, with the whole White Six, they have Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis. They're old. I wouldn't say old, but they're, what they were before the White Six. And then MFT, Fraxium. And then, obviously, the men. The Raw was pretty set. There wasn't really any others. Maybe switched around some things to make it kind of even, with this being with 11 people, and put some people over here. I don't think Austin Theory should be in this, but I think he's getting up there overall storyline wise. I could move that around. And then Sheamus, I mean, I would put him over there, but he overall character wise hasn't been. For the World Heavyweight title, it's either NXT live events that he's done to, help pave the way for some young wrestlers, or he's done some mid-card stuff and all that jazz. And Ludwig is be in the middle of the card. Grayson Waller is too, with the New Day being the tag team, and then he's just tagging along the Judgment Day with Finn and JD having the titles. The War Raiders, even though they haven't really been shown on television, whether it be one of them are injured. I think Ivar maybe, or no, Eric I think is injured. Either way, they've taken some time off, but they're still in the game. I think you got the Creed brothers that really haven't done much besides, Alpha well, I can't say that because they probably done some stuff with the Alpha Academy with Otis and Akira Tozawa. So LWO has done some things, whether it be NXT or like NXT live events or something else. They've been, or AAA, they've been all over the place. Very good athletes, to say the least. Then I think Becky's on 2 shows. Should probably remove her from SmackDown, because I think she's Raw only. Because her and Seth are together on one show. So that's something we should probably remove, because otherwise I can look it up to verify real quick. Because like I said, the only thing was that PLE, and then everything else is. So, yep. That's what I figured, because I think she's also part of the Vision in some way, shape, or form. So, we will fix that. So we'll go to participants. She's on Raw. So when it comes to and said championships, we will. Okay, she's removed. So then when we go to edit divisions, it is vacated, which is good. So that is that. Hopefully you appreciate the episode and enjoy what is soon to come. There is a new trio that I have involved in this now. Saw some of the adjustments that I've done. Santos Escobar from the other video, I put him in NXT. Right now they're just doing some stuff with him in AAA. So there's really nothing him, because on the website there's no brand he's assigned to, so I just put him down to NXT for the time being until he's assigned to a brand. Then I'll switch him. The DLCs will come in pretty shortly, so all of the updated stuff will be updated. So like the Wyatt 6 will be the full Wyatt 6 and not Uncle Howdy 2023, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy. Jordan Grace will be up on SmackDown. Julia will be on SmackDown. Stephanie will be on SmackDown. Motor City Machine Guns Tag Team will be on SmackDown. So I think, yeah, all those are on SmackDown. And then I think that is it for the main characters that are selected for DLCs, because they got signed after the game was produced, so they, create revenue and stuff like that for making DLCs for these characters to be entered into your universe mode, or just wrestlers you can use to do play now and stuff like that. So hopefully you enjoyed the episode and have a good one.